Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with our Marquette Golden Eagles legacy. I think it's a great time to be posting this series as we're finally into March. We got March Madness here in college basketball. The tourney coming up soon. We're starting the mid-major conference tournaments, getting to the end of the regular season for the big conferences, and we're getting to some alley-oops here in College Hoops 2K8. How much do you see that in this game? Diallo getting up and dunking that one. Our Marquette Golden Eagles in real life are having a pretty good year, even though they just got slowed down by Creighton, and I mean they got beat by Villanova, kind of slowing down a little bit. Marcus Howard, though, amazing player, up there for Player of the Year. Not sure he's going to win it, but he's definitely in consideration. As Diallo gets an and one right there, it's 27-13, make it 29-17 as we get going in this gameplay. Showing you two games today here at home against Marquette, then on the road at West Virginia, starting our Big East play in this series. I may show one more game, maybe two more games of the regular season until I show you highlights from the conference tournament. Then right into March Madness here in year one. We're going to start getting the series going a little bit as we're in the March for the real college basketball series, as we're going to kick this one down the floor to Marcus Howard to cut to one, and we do just that. Marcus Howard from deep knocks that one down. Really trying to get him going in this series because he's been slow for us in the series, but been a beast in real life. 29-18 after being down as much as 14 in the first half. I'll definitely take that. But like I'm saying, we're hopefully going to keep getting this series going, getting the March Madness with this team for year one, and then get right into year two and get to March Madness as quick as we can there. As, like I said, we're getting to the conference tournaments now in real life. We're getting to March Madness soon enough. It'll be Selection Sunday, which is just... what is it, 2 weeks away now? 13 days, something like that. I believe I might be going to the Big Ten Conference Tournament this year, maybe a day or two of that. So that could be exciting. Some very good teams. The bubble is quite as good this year as it has been before, as a lot of more mid-majors are there. And then teams like Indiana that are like 2 games above 500, although deservingly they've beat some pretty good teams. One of them being Marquette, Michigan State twice. They definitely had a big wins, but it's just crazy seeing a team that's like 15-13 on the bubble, and definitely having a chance to make it with another couple of wins. I mean, maybe even if they finish the regular season with just their 2 wins, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but they're definitely right there on the bubble and definitely in consideration. So it's going to be a great Selection Sunday per usual, and a lot more can still happen. So much more can happen. Teams can fall out. Teams can get big wins. Teams can win the conference tourney. And one thing, if your team's on the bubble, I'm not quite sure, maybe if you're an Indiana fan watching this video, if your team's on the bubble, these mid-majors conferences are pretty big to you as well, because there's teams right now, the quarterfinals just finished tonight when I'm uploading this, but it could be close to the championship of the A-Sun conference tourney. There's a team in there, Lipscomb, that have very good record, play some pretty good teams. If they were to get upset, they might be on the bubble and could be taking up that spot. I never know, as Marcus Howard's going to hit a dagger. Here's 22nd point of the game. Just a little quick highlights from the Providence game. I wanted to show you the first game of the Big East play before we head into the actual video, or the actual game I want to show you against West Virginia. 22 points, 4-10 for 3, 8-17 for Marcus Howard at the line, or from the field. But like I was saying, it's going to be... some of these conference tournaments are big, so you want to keep your eye out for those. You don't want any bid stealers, some teams winning their conference tournament that otherwise wouldn't be in the pack and putting a team on the bubble. Just like you definitely want Wofford to win their conference tournament. They're 18-0 in their conference. If they're to lose, they're going to make the NCAA tournament because they're ranked and they're in. They're going to be as high as maybe even a 7 seed in the NCAA tournament if they win out their conference and other teams fall. But they're an 8 seed right now. They would fall down to maybe like a 10 or 11 if they lost in their conference tournament, but that's just going to take up a spot from another bubble team. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. For March Madness, I love to talk March Madness with you guys. If you guys would like, just go ahead and comment in the comment section my thoughts or your thoughts on some of the things, all things March Madness. Right now, go at 2 weeks before Selection Sunday. I would say my final 4 right now is probably going to be that I can just think of, because obviously I don't know the field, who's going to be in it. But I think Virginia's got a very good chance of making the Final 4. I think Duke has a really good chance. I think Gonzaga has a really good chance. Gonzaga or Tennessee, one of those two will make it, one will not. And then there's going to be a surprise team. And I could definitely see a team like... Iowa State making it to the Final Four, someone like that. Obviously, there's gonna be a team that I probably haven't even seen play this year, and they could make it. I mean, there's crazy things have happened. Kansas State could make it. I mean, Indiana could make the tournament, make it all the way to the Final Four. Wofford could make the Final Four. As last year, Loyola Chicago made it. You never know. There's going to be a team that you just never heard of that makes a deep run. So definitely got to be on the lookout for that. But those are some of my teams that I would put up there for the Final Four right now that had an eye. Tell me who you guys think are some of your top teams to make the Final Four that you almost have a lock thinking into your brackets already that you have probably going pretty far. Those are some of the teams that I will definitely be having. Maybe I'll share my Final Four. Maybe we'll have a group together on ESPN or something. I'll make a video about it if you guys want, so we can compare, who wins it. Maybe I'll give out like a $20 PlayStation or Xbox gift card for a winner of our tournament or our bracket. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. That's definitely something I'd gladly do if you guys want to see something like that happen. Just go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely do that for you guys. And then if I win it, maybe I'll just gift one to a random comment guy or something like that. But chances are I'm not going to win it because any of these competitions I never win. But anyways, back into the gameplay. There's Sam Hauser with a putback two-handed slam. That's going to put us up by 7 here with a minute left in the first half. Now, here's Wesley Harris. This team's definitely different in real life now. A couple of guys suspended. Bob Huggins has had a tough year with this team, but they're still feisty and fight like crazy like usual. I love Jordan McCabe. It's taken him a while. I think Bob Huggins really liked the way he kind of, was a little flashy with the ball at the beginning of the year, but I think he's really just let him come into form as we get later in the season. I love Jordan McCabe in high school. His highlight tape, if you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. His freshman year, I think, has been a little disappointing to him. He hasn't shot the ball great. He's turned the ball over a little bit. Hasn't got all the playing time. He's definitely into the playing time now. But for the first, I don't even know, 2/3 of the season, he really was not playing a whole lot, especially like whole non-conference schedule. He was not playing a whole lot. Some games he wouldn't even make it off the bench. So I mean, that was just a tough start for him, but maybe it's going to be big for him. Maybe it's just some growing pains. Maybe he'll learn from it and he'll come back huge for that team. But the team had a big win the other week, and now hopefully they're playing inspired basketball, and maybe they can make a run in the tournament. Or the conference tournament. I mean, and they're definitely not in the NCAA tournament, but you never know with some of these teams. You really just never know. In the Big 12, it's gonna be hard for them to do that, as Kansas might not make it, might not win the Big 12 for once in 15 years. That could be exciting for some college basketball fans that are tired of that tradition going on, but. Anyways, hopefully I can finally get into this gameplay. It's a huge swat right there. That was ridiculous, even though it kind of looked like it was deflected, but that's one of the bigger blocks I've seen in this game. And then Hauser with a spin move and a layup. We're up by 2, 58-56. As Wesley Harris back to Cooper. Cooper's going to get the layup to go. It's a tie game. Now 6 minutes to go. Marcus Howard right up the other end. Going to find Ed Morrow. Ed Morrow's going to be fouled and one. Ed Morrow. What a finish. He misses the free throw, but good finish to give us the lead. Now here's Hauser. Kick this one out to Marcus Howard. He's going to stop. He's going to pop on the break. He's going to knock that one down. His 19th point of the game. He's at the free throw line here. He misses that one. Joey Hauser, offensive rebound. Putback is good. It's a 4-point lead. Now it's a 3-point lead. Under 2 minutes to play. It's McCabe coming down to the wire here in Morgantown. He's going to find Wesley Harris for the layup. It's 68-67, a minute 20. Ed Morrow kick this one over to Marcus Howard. Marcus Howard comes off the screen, taking this one to the hoop. He's going to be hit, and he's fouled. Marcus Howard makes the first one. Now here's the second free throw. That one is up, and it is good. 70-67, now 71-69. Sam Hauser at the line. He shoots that free throw. He misses it. Offensive rebound. Hauser put back. Puts us up 4. 30 seconds to play. It's McCabe dribbling this one, pass it inside. Gonna find his man, Kanate, who has not played much this year. In real life, he's been injured all year. 4-point lead now for Marquette. We hit a couple of free throws. There's a missed 3. There's a rebound by Hauser. He goes to the line. He makes 1 of 2. Here's another deep 3. Look how deep that 3 was by Harler. He had 20 on the night, but it was not going to be enough. 14% from 3, and he still scored 20 points, but Marquette's going to edge this one 76-74. After this game, I actually turned up the sliders a little bit, so the next games are definitely tougher as we go. We start out 2-0 in Big East play. We beat Providence and we beat West Virginia. So a couple of fun games here. If you want to talk more college basketball, make sure you let me know, and I'll definitely have more of this series coming out. Not sure if I'll have 1 or 2 more regular season games before we head into the conference tournament and then the NCAA tournament, as long as we make it, which we should with the record we have right now. So hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you let me know if you want to do that ESPN Tourney Challenge for PlayStation or Xbox card. And that's all I have for you guys. As always, I'm out. Peace.